Hello, my beautiful, fabulously strong Capricorn warriors. This is the Healing Grasshopper here to do your reading for January 2024. Ay, ay, ay. I can't believe it's 2024 already. I'm still getting used to it, so give me a minute. Um, so what I've done is cleanse the space off camera and pull a few cards. This time was Lenormand. I like to start with Lenormand often. Um, and it kind of draws your energy in. So I can kind of sit with your energy a moment before I start the reading off camera. And so now we're ready to start your reading camera. So we're going to start with the tried and true rider rate. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Rider weight deck. Um, so I think I like to do 6 card spreads. Sometimes I do 9. Um, all of these cards, yeah. Okay. Like this, yeah. Um, I also use a pendulum, by the way. Uh, just talk to spirit. Um, I'm also clairaudient, but the pendulum makes it a little bit easier for me sometimes. Okay. Let's do 2 more spirit through this. Oh, okay. There is the tower I just saw. Okay. So we have your reading here and the tower. We're not going to be startled by the tower now. Everybody calm down. We're okay. Especially because actually this is pretty funny. Spirit is making me laugh. 'Cause this is kind of funny because um the Lenormand's reading is really uh spectacular. I mean, it's like boom, 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 boom. There's firecrackers, the fireworks going on over here, and then all of this, and then you know, Spirit is just full of jokes today. So let's start with this Lenormand here. We've got a great thing happening here, especially because I know Capricorn that you've been going through it. I myself am a Capricorn, so I trust me, I know all about it. Um, so here's the thing. You may or may not know this already. Um, I'm gathering that most of you have an inkling of what I'm about to tell you, but not everyone knows that it hasn't materialized yet for some of you. But for the majority of you, you're going to have some idea of this. So, but not the impact that it's going to have on you yet. So here we have the lady. So this isn't just any old lady, by the way. This is someone in your life who, you know what, let's just go down the line, the whole thing, and then we're going to come back to the lady. So we have a very important um, female, uh, well, actually, it doesn't need to be a woman. So divine female, we have female energy, could also be a man. But someone who is very, very nurturing. And I'm getting a lot of love too. Um, who has a good deal of money, who is resourceful with the money. Um, someone who is a good investor, is very good at getting money and making it grow, that kind of thing. And the bear who is protective. So I'm getting both protective of the money because she's resourceful and knows how to save it and protect the money, but also very protective of you because the next thing we have is the bouquet. So uh, this lady is, or this person is, because by the way, lady and gentleman are can be interchangeable here. This just pretty much denotes a person, um, as opposed to like an energy or a situation. Um, so this person is very protective of you. This is someone who really loves you and is compelled to nurture and protect you. Um, that wants to make sure that you are have a foundation, um, which is what the bear and next to the bouquet is saying. This is someone who's really, this isn't just like a frivolous gift of, like a PlayStation or something that's going to, give you um, a thrill. This is a real substantial gift that's going to change your life or lay some kind of um, foundation in your life. So, and then I don't recall the tower ever making me laugh so much. And I'm only laughing because I know that we have all been through it. And you know what? It's very, very, I wouldn't be surprised if the devil shows up here because that's our card. And we'll talk about the devil being our card. But, you know, it's just like a Capricorn to laugh at the tower because a Capricorn, nobody knows how to deal with a tower like a Capricorn. So there you go. The Five of Swords, the Lover, mhm, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. I just dropped the card, which is the Three of Swords. We've got the Sun. Yeah, man, what did I say? We've been through it. Of course. Justice. Oh, God. Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's really telling it. Okay, so you have all been in an energy of working really hard to to craft a foundation in your life, just to do your best to make your life comfortable for you and the people that you love. Um, and you're backed by spirit in doing this. You know, so let's isolate this for a second because I want you guys to really hear me here because I feel the discouragement. I just felt the energies just kind of drop when I talked about you working for the foundation. I know, and the word Sisyphus comes up too. you know, I'm assuming you all know the story of Sisyphus. It's the Greek mythology story of the guy pushing the boulder up the hill. He's pushing the boulder up the hill, and then the boulder falls down, and he's got to start over and push the boulder back up the hill, and he's doing it forever. Um, and you just feel like you're pushing that boulder up the hill and you're not getting anywhere. Well, Spirit's here to tell you that Spirit's behind you. Okay? Um, I mean, because I wouldn't be surprised if later, like an Ace of Pentacles comes up somewhere. Um, because you have a constant flow here of ideas and resources to make the money. Okay, one may not work, but another comes along somehow and you're like, oh, that's a great idea. I'd do that, and even though things aren't turning out exactly the way you would like them to, it's still okay. You're still supporting yourself, and you're not struggling too badly. You're just not at the financial level and the the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups that you would like to be. And what I mean by that is like the emotional fulfillment and abundance life that you're looking for hasn't arrived yet, but it is going to arrive because here's the sun. The sun is here. Um, but here's the thing. There have been people in your life that have been, yeah, there have been people in your life that have been narcissistic, selfish, and um, not putting you first. Um, I'm getting strong narcissistic vibes here, and maybe even um, psychopathic. Psychopathic in the way that their energy is so chaotic and like manic and destructive, um, that they can't see anyone else's needs or desires. They're very destructive. You've had quite a few people like that in your life. Um, and one recently has caused quite a bit of turmoil and destruction in your life, or at least it feels like destruction. But we all know that the tower is never really a fun situation. In the moment, the tower is it's startling and uncomfortable, sometimes shocking and downright traumatic. Um, like you don't often see it coming. It's just kind of, and everything feels like it's falling apart around you. But once the dust settles, you look around and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay. That sucks, but I'm still in one piece. And look, there are all these coins everywhere. So anyway, there is someone who you didn't always see how destructive their pathology was until a certain recent point in your life. But you really loved this person. You really loved them. Um, and you never envisioned needing to walk away from them. But alas, here you are in this tower moment. Um, but before this tower happened, you were really trying to build a life for yourself that you um, that in your mind included this person. Um, you really envision them sharing the abundance and enjoying everything with you, but that is not the case. You have, they have forced you into a situation where you're going to need to bail from this situation for good. There's no going back from this. There's too much have happened. Um, and you really see this person now. They have hurt you very badly. And there is no amount of apology or there's no reconciling. But you will get your justice. What is the justice going to be? For some of you, um, oddly enough, for myself and a few other people that I know that have placements that are somewhat close to mine, they are also Capricorns and have, there are two other Capricorns that I know that it's uncanny. They're going through somewhat of the same thing that I'm going through. Um, some of them God completely removed them from their life. It was more than them walking away from the person. God actually physically removed this person out of their life. This person was put in jail, you know, for one of the two that I know. So, um, so some of you may be in that situation as well, where not only are you telling yourself never again, but so is God. God really blew up the tower. There's no going back to this structure. It's done. And why is this? Because you have this beautiful life that's coming. Look at what you have in the center of it all. Is the sun. You have this beautiful life coming. um, that is not does not include this person that you walked away from. And the truth is that this son has been waiting for you all along. God was waiting for you to leave the situation that you were in until finally God was like, yeah, they're never going to walk away. I need to shut this down. And this has been happening quite a bit in readings with other folks, with personal readings, I mean, where, um, people are still clinging to to their person, but God is, and some readings, I'm in the trenches with them. Like the tower is, almost physically happening in the moments. And I'm like, listen, you've got to jump from this tower. You know, either you jump and let God catch you, or the longer you stay in this tower, it's the tower is going to topple on top. You're going to crash with the tower. Just bail. Um. So anyway, I'm on a tangent. Um. God is looking out for you, and God has this beautiful gift for you. let's talk about the lady. Let's get some clarification from the Centennial Ring. Um, Spirit, tell me about the lady and the gift, the bouquet. Tell me, what jumpers? Okay. Whoa, two more. So we've got, yeah, so this is you. You know, you're a very generous person. You've got this Six of Pentacles in reverse here. This is someone who is very generous, very altruistic, um, who's always thinking about other people, loves to give to other people. Not just money, but their time, their resources. This is a person who will drive miles and miles and miles to come hold your hand to get some, you know, to sit with you in the ER for stitches type person. Like, they'll be all right, but let me go anyway and hold their hand because I know they're upset type person. Um, but this person wasn't doing the same for you. You're an overgiver. And that's very typical of Capricorns because Capricorns, as much as people like to attack us for being cold, my God, are they wrong? Capricorns are really the type, when they love you, they will move the moon and stars for you. Drop what they're doing for you. I mean, the very definition of overgivers Capricorns are. And boy, were you in this situation in your former life because you are going to come out of this Capricorn. Um, so, of course, you have finally realized that you're an overgiver. It's been a long time for a lot of you, but here you are. We- I'm sorry, guys. Let me just get just a little sip of water. Oh, mouth is dry. Okay, so this is the same kind of energy where you have, but it's such a beautiful energy, though. This is such an empowering card. You know how difficult this is? Look at all these cups that this person is walking away from. These are not spilled cups, right? These are upright cups. And for all we know, they could be perfectly filled, but, or who knows, maybe quarter full. But they look like very nice cups. But this person's like, nah, this isn't for me. There's something better. I'm out, right? Th- This takes a lot of inner vision, inner strength to do. So, and speaking of which, here's the strength card. So, the strength card is all about, it has nothing to do with physical strength. This is all about inner strength. And it's much stronger than brute strength because this is kind of um, what fighting with a lion would be. It would take brute strength, but she's not fighting this lion. She has tamed this lion, and the lion is completely submissive to her. This takes a lot of inner strength to do. But this strength that you have inside of you was being tainted, compromised. What's the word that I'm looking for? Suppressed. It was being suppressed by um, the overgiving. Here, hold on. We've got a little bit of a mess here. My black moon ruler making everything messy, everybody. Anyway, um, Knight of Wands, right? So you've gone from strength reversed to losing sight of your inner strength and overgiving to right. Let me get on out of here, and I'm gonna get on my horse and get moving and build something fabulous for myself. And that's what's going to happen because you've got the bouquet here. Bottom of the deck. What did I just say? The worlds. You are stepping through, wow, you are stepping through a portal. I mean, I can end it right. There's nothing else to say. The world says it all. Oh my gosh, I have the chills. Wait, one more drink of water. Oh, Capricorn, what a reading. I want to, oh, I feel all of you. I want to cry right now. Ooh, there's a hug fest going on in my mind right now. Um, things are going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And those words that I know that you've been needing to hear for a long time, for years, it's going to be okay. All of this terribleness is over. It's done. The dust is cleared. You've stepped over the rubble. The rubble is no longer in sight. You are now stepping through a threshold of the fifth dimension, of a new perspective on life. So the fifth dimension is not a place, it is a state of mind. For those of you who don't know, um, it's a different way of looking at the world. Even when you turn on the TV and there are terrible atrocities going on, um, hostages are being taken, people are being killed, and the most awful things are happening around you. Uh, road rage, all the kinds of things that you see out in the world, but you still see fit to buy the guy a meal on the street that tells you he's hungry, who sees that beautiful flower, the tiny little flower growing in the cracks of the sidewalk, you still, no matter how difficult things are, you still see the beauty in life. And those little things are God's way of leading you towards a, a beautiful, more fulfilling life. And that's what this is all about. By the way, the world also goes very well with the Justice card, where I'm not going to get too much into it, but we've got um, the world also depicts the Ophanim here. These four depictions here, which talk about karma um, that's playing in your life, and in your situation, it's good karma. This is the universe rewarding you for being strong and in 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 not letting the ugly things in life lead you into darkness. And that's not to say that you don't have struggles with your shadow and that kind of things. We all do. But, there are some people who go through trauma and then they turn into, you know, they turn into different people who do terrible things to others, hurt people. You could have gone down that road, but you didn't. You you stood, no matter how difficult it got, you still stayed in your heart center, no matter how far or hard you stumbled. And you're being rewarded for that. And I don't think there's anything else to say about that except let's um let's just get a word of advice from Sonia Choquette. Shout out to Sonia. I really like her. She has a YouTube channel, by the way. If you want to check her out, Sonia Choquette. Um, she has such a sweet nature. I don't know Sonia, by the way. She's not a personal friend of mine. I'm a fan of hers. So you might want to check her out. She always has something nice and soothing, comforting to say. And she has this really great deck. The funny thing is that I've had this deck for a really long time, and I didn't really know her until one day I came across a YouTube video, and I was like, Sonia Choquette, I know that name. I know that name. And sure enough, I finally realized, oh, this is the lady from the deck. One of my favorite decks. How fabulous! So yeah, you should check her out. Anywho, so give more. Wow. There's your advice. Give more. Isn't that something? We're just talking about overgiving. So that doesn't make sense, Grasshopper. What does that mean? You said I was an overgiver. Yes, but give in the right way. So this is Spirit's way of saying, don't let this harden you. You know, don't, there needs to be giving in balance. You had the pendulum swinging all the way in one direction, which was unnatural, and over giving. So don't let it swing the other way into being miserly and not wanting to give anymore, which I don't think this is going to happen. Um, I feel all of your spirits. Your hearts are too big to be like that. Um, but this is just a gentle reminder that not only should you not allow yourself to swing in that opposite direction, but also that in the wound licking that you're doing right now, um, giving is something that has always made you feel good, who that's always made you feel whole and closer to God. Um, so God's saying, do more of that because that's going to remind you who you are. It's going to lead you away from the pain that you're in right now. And as you start to give, you're going to start seeing your your gifts materialize. You will be participating in the cycle of abundance, you know. So I think that's the reading. I don't think there's anything left to say. As for the gift itself, I just felt you guys asking about the gift. Um, I don't know what the gift is going to be. It could be, um, first of all, this figure could be deceased. So this could be in the form of, um, hmm, um, this could be in the form of uh, an inheritance, that kind of thing. Retirement funds being transferred to you, insurance money, that kind of thing. Or this person can still be alive and they can be helping you with unexpectedly with, wow, really? You're going to give me all this money for the down payment of my house that something, it's going to be something life changing. Um, and it's might not be a big sum of money. It could be something like, I don't know, you really need a car and they're giving you their old one. Um, here's your car. I know you need a car. Here's the keys to, you know, my old sedan. It's not a new car, but it's it's still working. Or who knows? Maybe they're gonna buy you. Who knows? It's that kind of thing where not everyone's gonna get like this huge sum of money, but it's going to be a substantial gift. Like I said, it's not going to be a PlayStation or a pair of shoes. It's going to be something that really a gift that a Capricorn can really appreciate because it provides some kind of foundation. So there's what I'm getting about the gift. So I hope this resonates. If it does, please. And thank you, by the way, if you've stayed this long. I appreciate you all. Um, please give me a like and subscribe. Um, I would really appreciate that. And comments. Let me know. Let's hear some feedback from each other, not just for me, but for each other. Um, let's hear about the gifts that you've received. And if you would like, share your tower story. That would be nourishing for a lot of people. So I'll see you soon. Bye bye.